Good afternoon, children. So, in the previous class, we learned about exercise 2.3 to first Roman, second Roman, third Roman, fourth Roman also completed. Now, see the page number 36. Write the fifth question, children. Shekhar traveled 154.5 kilometers in 5 hours with uniform speed on his bike. How much distance does he travel in 1 hour? So Shekhar traveled how many kilometers? 154.5 kilometers in 5 hours. So in 1 hour, how much distance he traveled you have to find. So which operation you have to use, his children here? Division. Okay. So right. What is given? Given distance traveled by Shekhar. Distance traveled by Shekhar in 5 hours. How much distance he traveled? 154.5 kilometers. 154.5 kilometers. Now you have to find distance traveled in 1 hour. So distance traveled in 1 hour equal to 154.5 divided by 5 hours, no? So 154.5 divided by 5. Okay, ma'am? Okay, now you have to divide. Here only we are having one decimal is there. So how can you divide? First you should remove the decimal point. 1545 divided by 5. Okay. Now do the division. 5 3 is 15. Okay. Next 5 0 0 5 9 is 45. So 309 is the quotient. So therefore 154.5 divided by 5 equal to, here decimal point, where it is decimal point after only one decimal, that is one digit is there. Now where you should keep the decimal point in the quotient, children? One digit after, from right side to left side, that is 30.9 is the answer. Okay, ma? So therefore distance traveled in 1 hour is equal to 30.9 kilometers. Okay, ma'am? Right. Next question, see children. Sixth one. If a mason worked 100 hours in 12.5 days to construct a wall, then how many hours he totally worked in a day? So mason worked total how many hours he worked? 100 hours in how many days? 12.5 days. Now you have to find how many hours he totally worked per day. So per day how many hours he worked, you have to find it. Okay. So what is given here? Given mason worked 100 hours in 12.5 days. Okay. So mason worked 100 hours in 12.5 days. Now what you have to find? Number of hours he worked in a day. So therefore number of hours he worked in a day equal to 40 into how many hours he worked in 12.5 days. So 100 hours divided by 12.5. 100 hours divided by 12.5. So 100, here 12 divisor having decimal point. So first you should convert into, you should remove the decimal point. How you should remove the decimal point? You have to multiple with, how many decimals are there here? One decimal, and decimal point of the only one decimal. So you should multiple with 10 on both sides. That means numerator and denominator. So into 10 divided by 12.5 into 10. Why I multiple 10? Because here decimal point is there. That's why I should remove the decimal point. I have to multiple with 10 on both numerator and denominator. So 100 into 10, how much? 1000 divided by 12.5 into 10, how much? 125. Here we have to multiple with 10 now. So the decimal point moves to right side. So 125. Now divide. 1000 divided by 125. So which table you should take? 5 table. 5 2s 10. 2 is remaining. 5 5s 25. Here 5 2s 10. 0 zeros. Again 5 5s. 5 4s 20. 5 zeros. 5 1s. 5 8s 40. So what is that? 8. So now number of hours how many? 8. So therefore number of hours worked in a day equal to how many hours? 8 hours. Okay, right. Next question, Seema. If the cost of dozen eggs is rupees 61 rupees 80 paisa, then find the cost of an egg. So dozen means what? 12 items. Dozen means 12 items. So 12 egg cost is 61 rupees 80 paisa. You have to find the cost of an egg. One egg cost how much? You have to find it. So what is given? Given cost of dozen eggs equal to rupees 61 rupees 80 paisa. Okay. Now you have to find the cost of an egg. Cost of an egg equal to 61 rupees 80 paisa divided by dozen means how much? 12. Okay. Now divide. First you should remove the decimal point. 6180 by 12. Okay. In the 12 table, how many times? 12 by 60. 1 is remaining 18. 12 ones 12. 6 is remaining 60. 12 by 60. 515. So therefore, 61.80 divided by 12 is equal to 515. Where you should keep the decimal point? Here the decimal point of the how many decimals are there? 2. So you should keep the decimal point before 2 digits from right side to left side. So 1, 2. So what is the cost of one egg? 5 rupees 15 paisa. Okay, right. Therefore, cost of an egg is equal to rupees 5 rupees 15 paisa. Right. Next one, see the question, last one. If the price of a tablet strip containing 10 tablets is 26 rupees 5 paisa, then find the price of each tablet. So tablet strip is there. In that strip, how many tablets are there? 10 tablets are there. So that strip costs 26 rupees 5 paisa. Now you have to find each tablet cost. Okay. So what is given here? Given price of 10 tablets. Price of 10 tablets equal to rupees 26.5 paisa. Now you have to find cost of one tablet. That means price of one tablet equal to rupees 26 rupees 5 paisa divided by how many tablets? 10 tablets. Okay. So now 26.5 divided by 10. How can you write this one? Divided by 10 means where you should keep the decimal point? Here how many zeros are there? 1 0. So this decimal point moves to left side here. Okay. So this side will come. So one digit after this decimal point moves to here. So what is the cost of each one? 2 rupees 65 paisa. Okay. So therefore price of each tablet equal to rupees 2 rupees 65 paisa. Okay, right. Okay children, we have completed second chapter now. Okay, we have completed second chapter. Now see here, unit exercise is there. So what is unit exercise? In this chapter what we learned, they are given in this exercise. Okay, you can do your own. I will explain. See. Choose the correct answer. The set of integers are denoted by. The set of integers are denoted by which letter, children? Yes, capital Z. So capital Z or capital I. But in here options are given as capital Z only, not I. So you have to tick it capital Z. Okay, set of integers are denoted by capital Z. Next, number of decimal places in the product of 48.23 into 0.2. So number of decimals 48.23 into 0.2 given. What is the product number of decimals? You have to find it. So here decimal point after how many digits here? 2 digits. Here 1 digit. 2 plus 1. How much? 3. Okay. So number of decimal places in the product is what is how many decimals are there? 3 decimals. You should add this decimals only. Point after 2 digits here. Here point after 1 digit. So 2 plus 1 how much? 3. So in the product how many decimal places are there? 3 decimal places. So you should take 3. Okay. Third one. Number of decimal places to the quotient of 537.1 divided by 10 is given. What is the quotient? The number of places you have to find. I told already this sum. Okay. So how can you write this one? Divided by 10. If you divide with 10, 100, 1000 like that means the decimal point moves to left side. So here how many zeros are there? 1 0. So 1 0 means the decimal point moves to 1 digit left side. So what is the answer? 53.71. Okay. So how many decimals are there in the quotient? 2. How many decimals? 2. So you have to tick here 2. Next, fourth one. An integer can be negative, positive, 0, all the above. An integer can be negative, positive, 0, all the above. Yes, all the above. An integer may have negative numbers are there, positive numbers are there, and 0 also there. So all the above you have to tick it. Okay. Next, second one is fill in the blanks. 0.11 into 0.11. What is the answer? 0.11 into 0.11. What is the product? What I told? if you do any multiplication, first you should remove the decimal points. Okay, you should remove the decimal points. What is the answer? 0 1 1 into 0 1 1. Left side 0, there is no value, so 11 into 11, 11 11, how much? 121. Okay, now you should count the decimals. Here how many decimals are there? Point after 1 2 digits. Here point after 1 2 digits. 2 plus 2 4. So you should write, keep the decimal point before 4 digits from right side to left side. So 1 2 3, fourth digit not there. We should write 0. Okay, so 0.0121. So what is the product here? 0.0121. Did you understand, children? First you should remove the decimal points. Now you have to multiple 11 11, how much? 121. After that you should find the count decimals. Decimal point after how many digits here? 2. Here decimal point after how many digits? 2. So 2 plus 2 how much? 4. So you should keep the decimal point before 4 digits from right side to left side. So 1 2 3. Here not there any third digit, fourth digit. So you should write 0. Okay, 0.0. 0.0121 is the answer. Next, second one, see, standard form of minus 15 by 6. Standard form of minus 15 by 6. What is called standard form, children? Standard form is nothing but simplest form. Okay, simplest. You have to write in the simplest form. So minus 15 by 6. Is there any table? Is there? Both are divisible by any one number? Yes. Which table? 3 tables. 3 5, 3 2. So what is the answer? Minus 5 by 2 is the answer. Okay. So standard form is nothing but simplest form. You can write in the lowest form. Next. Third one. Equivalent fraction to minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3, you have to write the equivalent fraction for this one. You should multiple with any number, both numerator and denominator. I will multiple with 2. 2 into 2 how much? Minus 4. 3 into 2 how much? 6. Minus 4 by 6. It is an equivalent fraction of minus 2 by 3. Okay, equivalent fraction means what? You should multiple one number with both numerator and denominator. Then we will get equivalent fraction. Okay, minus 4 by 6. Next, third one, see, find the product. Find the product. 2.1 into 6.3. Okay, how can you do this one? First, you should remove the decimal point. 21 into 63. Now, multiple. 3 1 3, 3 2 6, 6 1 6, 6 2 12. 3 12. So, 1323. Okay. Now, you should write a decimal point. 2.1 into 6.3. What is the answer? 1323. Here decimal point after 1 digit. Here decimal point after 1 digit. That means 1 plus 1, 2. So, you should keep decimal points 1, 2. 13.23 is the answer. Like that, you should do third Roman and fourth Roman also. Yesterday I told you. So, you can do these sums. Fifth one, sixth one also you can do homework. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So, third Roman, fourth Roman, fifth Roman, sixth Roman, you can do homework. Today homework is that one. We will continue next class. Goodbye.